guys? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's up? How we doing? How we doing? Oh, you guys are lively in the chat. Oh, let me catch up. Let me catch up. Who we got in here today? Who we got in here? Let's pop that chat out. Alright, so Reagan, how you doing? Benny, what's good? Rosie, Shades, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Gold sells, kind of thinking buys. It might go up since there's a big gap. 43.56 to 43.33. Okay, so gold. Right, if we start from the daily, right? Daily doesn't have much of a top wick for one, and we've pushed down. We respected this previous daily low. So we respected yesterday's low. We didn't break it. To me, I think we get a daily wick fill today. We retest these highs, maybe potentially push further, you know. But I do think that today we get a longer top wick on the daily time frame. So that's kind of what I'm looking for today, especially since when you drop down to the 4 hour, we have this support here. We have two supports. We have this support around 43.16, 43.17 that, you know, we've retested again and pushed back up from. Also, we have a higher support at 43.23, 43.24, where gold has also held above it too. So if this current 4 hour candle manages to flip bullish and then break the previous highs, I think we get more of a daily top wick. I think we push up and we get that top wick on the daily. So that's why I'm leaning more towards buys. Also, well, I was gonna say these 4 hour candles are trending bullish, but this current 4 hour candle actually broke the previous low by a bit, but we're pushing back up. So and then when you go down to the 30-minute time frame as well, 30-minute is, you know, it's pushing up from Asian lows. So if we do get some sells, I'm thinking maybe we get a retest of Asian lows and then a push back up. So that's the furthest I'm kind of looking for sells at the moment, especially since we didn't break yesterday's low. But if we do come down and break yesterday's low, then I think we get more of a drop. So it all depends on you know, how we get out of this current range that we're in on gold right now. That's what I'm thinking. But I mean, look, we've pushed down, we have been selling, but these candles have been pushing back up. So gold it's slowly been coming back up. We haven't quite reached a daily flip yet, but I think once we do come up to 43.35, if we do come up here, then like I said, we push up and we get more of a top wick, especially if we flip bullish on this 4 hour candle. That's what I'm looking for. So that's gold. GJ looks like it might be retracing this move. So a lot of the time when we have yen interest rates is very low. It's very low. It's -1%, but they did raise it by 25 basis points. Went from 0.5% to 0.75%. So initially, this is where the move happened. Down here. So it dropped initially and then pushed back up, and then pound yen has been pushing up ever since. So pound did have retail sales which came out bad numbers. 530, yep. So price came out as bad numbers, but you know, I think GJ was more bullish based on the yen news, and that's why it's just been pushing all day. But as per usual with pound yen, when you get a news move, a lot of the time it gets retraced. So I do think pound yen does pull back some. Clean range all the way up until 23.14 on GJ, where the next daily resistance is. There's pretty much nothing to the left. It was a very massive drop. I believe it was around Brexit, but huge drop, huge drop, huge drop. 2009, 2008, that's where the next candle is to the left in this area. So I think we pull back on GJ. Huge, 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 huge. But gold, I need gold to get out of this range, man. I need gold to get out of this range. Ideally, well, now we've already retested this support down here. I need gold to close above this resistance. But as you can see, every time it's broken, it's closed above resistance, it's pulled back. It has pulled back. It has come back into this range. But hopefully this is, this time we can flip bullish on the 4 hour and have more of a longer 4 hour top wick, and we just, make some moves. What's everyone's thoughts on gold today? What's everyone's thoughts on gold? We thinking buys, sells? What are we looking at? Thinking buys. Okay, nice. I'm thinking buys too. I'm thinking we get a daily wick fill on gold. Buyers on a few hours from now just to fill. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Fill that wick. At least some of it. Rosie said buys on gold, sell on GJ. I can see a pullback on pound, and look, 930 candle has no bottom wick. I think we come back and get that bottom wick for GJ for sure. At least. Good. Now this push up is happening quite early on in the candle. Which you know how it goes. If the candle starts pushing straight away, hey Yeehaw, how you doing? If you push very early in the candle, there's a higher probability that the candle retraces. Very lucky if a candle continues bullish, like straight in one direction for the full 30 minutes. Doesn't really happen, does it? Doesn't really happen. But I'm looking for at least a 4 hour wick fill before this 4 hour candle closes. And ideally, yeah, push up above the daily flip. So we get some new highs, man. Looking for some new highs today. It's looking good. It's looking good so far. It's looking good. Here we go, gold, go on. I'm gonna have a massive 1 o'clock candle for gold. Go on, gold, push. At least to the daily flip. At least to the daily flip. I mean, these previous 4-hour candles, they haven't been very strong. I actually thought gold was going to push up during Asian session, because a lot of the times when you have high impact news, like we had CPI yesterday, when you have high impact news, I normally anticipate that Asian session carries on, because they weren't able to react to the market the day before, right? Because their market was closed. So I always anticipate the move follows through in Asian. Petro, hello, how you doing? But it didn't. Instead, we came back in a range. Yesterday's price action was very crazy, I'm not gonna lie. So where is my... Alright, so this didn't carry over. Boom. Alright, so we have this 4-hour resistance up here at the highs on gold, where we had two resistances basically on the 4-hour, and yesterday we pushed right up. So we had, if you just look at the 4-hour, yesterday's price action was weird, I'm not gonna lie. It was deceiving. I thought it was gonna get new highs yesterday, and it started with this candle. So yesterday's candle closed very bullish. We engulfed the previous 4-hour candle, but we tapped into this 4-hour resistance. Now obviously this was right before CPI. No, this was after CPI. CPI pushed gold all the way up into this resistance, and then we had a bit of a pullback just back below Asian highs, so back into the Asian range. So then we pushed down. So right here, we, 4-hour candle, new 4-hour candle opened. We pushed up, we came back down, and then the next candle again pushed up, respected this previous high, and then we had this very strong push back down again, 240 pips, which just so happened to be right into a 4-hour support again, which held, and then we closed back above Asian lows. Now once this candle pulled back, for me the sells were done. The sells were done. And then we just pushed back up. We pushed back up, broke the highs to the left. Now I was saying we have a 4-hour triple top here. What's the likelihood of this resistance holding price 4 times? Now it did and it didn't, because obviously it broke, it pushed right up into the next 4-hour level up here, but we still ended up closing back in this range with a very indecisive 4-hour candle. So I mean, if you were trading this yesterday, this was tough. This was tough. Now how could you have got in? How could you have gotten in? I would say once this candle came up, because the buys, there's no way I would have caught the buys. I would not have bought back into this 4-hour resistance, I'll be honest with you. But once this candle, this 430 candle, respected this previous high and then closed bearish, the sells back down with this clean candle, even if it didn't come all the way down, this was a nice pullback right here. This is a very nice pullback right here after tapping a 4-hour resistance. So that would be your confirmations, respecting a 4-hour resistance. You have the lower time frame candles trending bearish and pulling back. You've got the resistance formed, and then your entry candle here, look, pushed up, respected this high, broke this low. Your candles are now trending down. It's just how far you're going down, you don't know. But that would have been the second sell of the day, I would say. So yeah, that's how you whenever I go over my trades and I review the markets at the end of the day, I always look at moves I could have caught, price action, how it reacted, you know, the trades that I could have taken, what the confirmations look like. I would draw it out. So I had this, I've got this in my journal here. So now initially stop loss would have been up here. At least go for a 1-to-1 and then reduce it, you know, and then sells back down. Now these sales would have only been like back to 4-hour resistance anyway. So reducing the stop loss would have been a priority, reducing risk and that. Look at gold pulling back. See what I mean about gold? I hate when it pushes up right at the beginning of the candle. It's exactly what these candles did. Here, 8:30, pushed up right at the beginning of the candle, pulled back. Same for this 9:31. I prefer, if I'm looking for buys, I prefer if the candle pushed towards the end, like before the candle's closing. Oh, on gold, refill this wick. Refill this wick. So places I'll be looking to get in on gold would be, I just noticed this 5:30 candle doesn't have a bottom wick, so we might actually have some more sales today. Hopefully not. I mean, even if we do get sales, I'm looking for the sales to buy back up, but I really don't want these 4-hour lows to be broken. And if it is, I want gold to stay above 43.23 in order for me to take buys. I want to stay above this 4-hour support here. I'm gonna wait 15 minutes for more of a downtrend maybe, or an uptrend if possible, since last week Friday started the trend in around 15 minutes from now. Okay, nice. I like that. Using last week's price action to anticipate what's happening today. Usually on a Friday, I don't know if it's because it's end of the week, and to be honest, this is kind of the last full trading week of the year. I was thinking we might get a buy up, but we could also get a pullback, just in terms of, you know, people exiting positions and locking in profits, because gold is quite high up right now. It is quite high up, so I've got that thought in the back of my head. So I want to see what happens if gold comes up to the daily flip, but like I said, this daily candle has like not much of a top wick, so I want it to make more of a top wick. Damn. So strong 30-minute candle. So there's still some liquidity from last week, so it might sweep it, but still don't know. Okay. We just have to wait and see, right? I do like the way these 4-hour candles are looking, although they're not very, like the bodies aren't very strong. Do you know what I mean? They're quite weak bodies, not much movement in it. I mean, the daily candle's not that big, but it has a long bottom wick. But compared to yesterday, so 260 pips, it is really, really small daily candle at the moment. Multiple H4 supports holding, that too. That's what I was saying earlier. Look, we're holding at this support. We're holding at that support here, and then we have another support here, 43.23. That's holding, so that is true. That's kind of another reason I'm looking for buys. No high time frame key levels holding up. Let's see some other pairs. GJ slowly pulling back. NAS, what's NAS doing? NAS is slowly pulling back too. Alright, let's see how NAS is setting up. Maybe for some sells. Alright, so I'm gonna mark this low on NAS, right? I'm gonna mark this low. Set an alert so we can use some supply and demand here. Now if we break this low, we'll start looking for a supply zone, see if we get a pullback and some sells. But I like this structure, very clean bearish structure on the 5-minute. Alright, 9 minutes left in this gold candle. Oof. Let's see what the 15 done. Lovely wick fill. Go on gold, push. Watching M1 to see more precise moves. Nice. You can be our watcher. You can be the lookout for the M1 candles. That time frame's a bit too small for me. A bit too small for me. There's a girl on YouTube that trades the 15-second candles. Insane. But she makes money. She makes money, but 15 seconds? It's a bit of a... Yeah, that's crazy. Got 3 tabs right now, M1, M5 and M15. Ooh. Wow. So M5 I'd only use for supply and demand, really. Like mainly, I did have a little 5-minute strategy for gold, but it didn't appear as much for me. Let's see if I would have found it. So you have no, I wouldn't have worked. Maybe no. Well, gold coming back down a bit. Nah, see, the thing with that strategy is it wasn't bad, but it just wasn't consistent enough. Like, you'd have to wait for ages. Yeah, nah. But the thing with, like, I prefer the supply and demand strategy on NAS, to be fair. It does appear on gold, but gold hasn't really been trending enough for me. Like, you need a trend, you need a decent trend. Right here, look, I mean, we've got higher highs, higher lows, lower highs. It's just a bit, it's not consistent. It's not consistent. Whereas look at NAS right now, you've got a nice clean downtrend right here. To be fair, look, even here, this is a nice supply zone right here. We had the lows, broke it, pulled back up. You know what I mean? Look, we got a bearish candle. We could actually start pulling down from here. Like, if this, as in this supply zone here, demand zone, sorry. No, supply zone, Jesus. Like that. But this would only be applicable. I like to use the most recent levels. So this is the low right now. This is an old low. But this could still work out. Oh, gold. See what I mean about these candles and pushing up too early? You get a retracement. Hopefully it doesn't sell down too much. Come on, gold, masking nicely. Gold M1 might start going down. Gold M1. Cool. We'll find out in the next couple minutes. This is quite a big pullback. Well, 50 pips. Let's see how it closes. If you close above this resistance. Look at that. It's actually an entry right here as well. Breaking this low. Volatility coming soon. Echo, what's going on? Oh, sorry. What's going on, Echo? How you doing? That supply zone on NAS, you taking it? No. It looks good though. It actually looks good. I just saw it. So I actually just went onto NAS and marked the most recent low, which is here. So I didn't mark this previous one. It was already pulling back up, but it looks super valid. It looks really good actually. As I was saying, NAS has a nice clean downtrend on a 5-minute. And I set an alert. So I mean, yeah. I just gotta wait. Gotta wait now. But no, this is a nice move. This is a real nice move. If it plays out, but I think it comes back down to the bottom of this range. Back down to these lows. Well, we'll see if it does or doesn't. But yeah, I like it. I do like it. Right now, I want gold to like push, re-break this. Well, it's broken the 4-hour highs, but I want it to flip bullish on the daily and fly. Alright, so we didn't quite break the daily flip yet, but we've got a very strong closure above this resistance. Where are we in terms of Asian highs? We're right at Asian highs. But Asian highs are also at the daily flip, but I think we push above. We need a longer top wick for this daily. Yeah, I still think this continuation pattern is valid on gold. Just waiting for the pop. Waiting for gold to pop. Look, 1 hour, got a solid uptrend structure. Struggling, isn't it? But I don't mind. Like I said, if it can come down first, because we're still at the beginning of the candle, come down a bit, then maybe in the next 10-15 minutes then start to push up, that would be amazing. But then we've also had quite a strong push away from this resistance. So usually when you get a big breakout, the breakout level can be retested before price continues up. So even if gold pulled back to this resistance, I wouldn't be too surprised, and then came up again. There's a fight going on in M1. Yeah, I'm not surprised, man. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. It's just going to be up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. How far back we coming, Goldie? So that's that. I wouldn't mind a retest of, you know, 43.29, 43.27. The lower the time frame, you get more fake outs. I agree. And the price, it looks a lot more volatile because price is swinging up and down so much. You get way more movement, don't you, in a shorter period of time. But the thing is, if I was going to use the lower time frames, what I would do is the only way I would use lower time frames is, say now price gets to, say price came down here to this 4-hour support, and I wanted to see if this support was holding, and I wanted to, like, usually I'll be looking for maybe a 30-minute support at a higher time frame key level to then push up from. But if I wanted to get in super early, then I would drop down to the 5-minute. So where is this? 43.16. Then I'll drop down to the 5-minute, and I would look for structure on the 5-minute time frame, like a reversal or something like that. See what the 5-minute candles are doing. Like here, you kind of got an inverted head and shoulders. Look, we've tapped support twice, pushed up. So to get a lower entry, I could get in when maybe the 5-minute breaks the previous highs, or, you know, change of structure on the 5-minute, something like that. That's the only time I would use the lower time frames for entries, unless it's supply and demand. But other than that, to identify, you can identify the trend. But I mean, look at these 5-minute candles, literally just sideways. And on the 30-minute, it just looks like a wick. On 1 hour, it's just a top wick. But here, what is this telling you? That price is moving sideways. That's it. It's not really telling you anything. Oh, if we get a weak 15-minute candle, that would be nice. Like a weak body. The break of this high would be good. We'd have that 15-minute continuation pattern. That would be beautiful. We've had a decent pullback, very close to the range. I mean, look, this 15-minute candle's actually retested this resistance, 15-minute resistance. So that might have been the retest back to the zone. That's chilling. No, all the volume's gone out of GJ at the moment. GJ's just, it's chilling now. Ooh, okay, this zone is no longer valid. Glad we didn't take that. Wow, yeah, I'm still it's still kind of a downtrend, although we're breaking highs. Let's see how these candles close though. See how these candles close. As per usual, I do like to wait until after NYC open for NAS. Let's see. This is blasting off. In fact, let me see what NAS is saying today. Okay, so we've got a very small bottom wick, strong support formed on the daily. We pushed up towards the previous high, didn't break it. But I wonder if NAS does want to stay bullish. If we break yesterday's high, I think there's a high probability of NAS continuing up. So that's something to consider today. 4 hour. Oh, sorry. So the 4 hour, we do have bullish structure. Got a closure above this resistance. This current 4 hour doesn't have a top wick. Oh, NAS might actually be a buy today. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. Okie dokie. Oh, gold coming back down. So much for that continuation pattern. I mean, we do have 3 minutes. Look at this range. Oh man, look at this range. Candles are breaking highs, lows, everything. This is a decent pullback. Going down slowly. It is. Let's see how this 15 closes. But look, we got a retest of the daily flip. Look at this 4 hour. 16 minutes to the 4 hour candle closes. Gold daily top wick is tiny. I know. I'm anticipating a longer top wick. At least a bit of a wick fill. At least fill some of this wick from yesterday. You know? At least. But right now, I think gold is reacting to, you know, you've got the daily flip and Asian highs pretty much at the same place. Oh, we're driving back below 30-minute resistance. Look at that close, 50-minute close, right on the resistance. Right on the resistance. But this is a decent pullback. This is a decent pullback. You know, retested the breakout level. So I'm talking about when you get a strong breakout, a lot of the times you come back to that breakout point. And 15-minute broke that low. Oh, we could actually sell back through this range, to be fair. 4-hour candles. I mean, if gold wants to come down some more, this current 4-hour candle could create a lower high. Could create a lower high and then push down. You know, yeah, this 4-hour candle is not great because we've broken the highs and the lows. Not great, not great, not great. Gold's coming back down into this range. Wonder how far it's gonna drop. That's a push up. What a push up. 155, gold will pop. I hope it doesn't wait that long. I hope it doesn't wait that long. I mean, shit, it's coming up already now. What do you reckon? Break the previous 15-minute high and take off? Maybe. Damn. I don't know how you could be watching this happen on a 1 minute 1 minute time frame. It must be so volatile. The way it's jumping up and down, I don't think I can even look at the 1 minute time frame. Oh, I can. Man. This is the only way I'll be able to watch the 1 minute time frame like this. as a line chart. It's the only way. It's the only way. Now what's it looking like? It's looking like it's holding at this support here. Then we've got lows, lows, lower highs. Nah. Switching from the 3 tabs back to back. And you're doing this on your browser. You don't have split screen. You know what you can do with Google Chrome now is if you right click. So say if you've got, I think you can only do it with 2 tabs. But if you right click and then you go to add tab to new split view, look, you can pick another pair, and then look, you can look at 2 tabs next to each other. I think this is dope. If you're using TradingView and you can only have 2 tabs, I mean 1 tab open, you could definitely use Google Chrome to manipulate this. So rather than switch tabs, I know you say you have 3, but I mean 2 of those you could have right next to each other and just split that screen. So I think it's a very great idea from Google. This 4-hour candle's so weak on pound yen. Not much movement. 43 pips. And the previous 4-hour was 180. 180 pips. No, I think we get a pullback on GJ. I think we get a bit of a pullback. Especially if this... I want to see what the body close is like, but it does look like it might be a continuation pattern where you have that weak bearish candle. Weak bearish candle after a strong bullish candle, then normally you could get a push. But if we respect this high, then I think we come back down. And just the fact that it's news after news and it's Friday, GJ does like to retrace news, just like yesterday. Look at yesterday. Show you down here. Look, we pushed up, created a resistance, sold back down. So really good sells on GJ. The sales were lovely. I bet they were. I bet they were. I bet they were. Alright, last 5 minutes coming up. Last 5 minutes. We're either gonna push up or get a strong push down. Always towards the end of this 4-hour candle. Okay, push down then maybe. Still watching the madness on M1. I mean, look, M5 don't look great. So I want to see what this 5-minute candle does. But the 5-minute candle closed back in the range. I'm thinking we might get some sells. I really wanted this 4-hour candle to close bullish though. But they have been, like I said, they've been some weak 4-hour candles here. Very weak 4-hour candles. Where's Asian lows? All the way down here. Oof. See what this 5-minute candle does. Why are you nervous? Why are you nervous? Are you in a trade? You shouldn't be nervous trading. You should have bones of steel. Nerves of steel. You should have nerves of steel when you're trading. Shouldn't make you nervous. Alright, Goldie. I'm gonna close above this resistance. Go on. 45 seconds. 100 pip push. I would like for gold to stay above this resistance. Oh, looks like it's closing below. Because then this here was potentially a fake out. And close above the range, closing back in the range. You know what I mean? So then we could get some more sells coming back down. 4 hours closing bearish, very weak bearish. I really hope gold doesn't range to the end of the day. I really hope it doesn't. Alright, so we've got a new candle now. Let's see, GJ closed week bullish. NAS closed very bearish. I'm back below this previous 4-hour resistance. Ooh, gold. Alright, where we going, gold? Where we going? Where we going? 4-hour wick fill. Top wick fill. This is a very horrible range we have on gold. Very horrible range. So what I'm looking at right now is the structure on gold on the lower time frame. So if we look, in fact, you know what? Let me do it like this. If you look at it like this, the structure is still maintaining bullish structure on gold. 4-hour don't look too hot. 4 hours kind of like a double bottom actually. Thinking right now it hits 43.24. It's gonna bounce up. If it can come back and retest that 4-hour support, yeah, definitely around there. GJ just creating structure to continue up. Keep an eye on NAS, of course. Still got that alert set. Wait, is it far enough? Yeah, it's far enough. Hopefully. Wait, where's 230? Yep. Yeah, that's good. It's good, it's good. Alright, Goldie. I won't go to break back out of this range. But man, it's been a slow push up this morning. So slow. So slow. So slow. Right, my target for pound yen is literally it's the only target I can have. It's the only target I can have. Ooh, go on gold. Wick fill, break the high. Keep pushing. So close, so close. So close. 4 hour continuation pattern on gold. Yes. Ooh. Yep, strong. What? Yeah. I like it. We have a very weak bearish candle. Respect the low. Fill the wick. Hopefully it doesn't happen too quick. 'Cause you know what happens. You fill the wick too quickly and then you end up retracing. But hopefully it doesn't just fill the wick and then pull back from there. Hopefully it fills the wick, pushes up. I think if gold sells, we sell from a 4-hour resistance, because that's typically what happens with gold. You have to hit a 4-hour resistance, so maybe here or here. So 43.37, 43.44. You know, at least we push above the daily flip and then just blast off. I think that would be amaze balls. 250 times 3, 750. What a push. Oh yeah, 4 hours definitely gonna fill this top wick. We're gonna fill this 4-hour wick. We're getting close. Getting close. Just need a little pop. Oh, dropping back down. See what happens when it happens too early on in the candle to push. Get pullbacks, man. We get these nasty pullbacks. What a pullback. You know, we broke the 15-minute high. Didn't quite break that 30-minute high. What's that? 50 pips. 50 pip drop. Gold is playing games. Gold is playing right now. Oh man. Nearly got the wick fill in the first 10 minutes of this candle. 4-hour wick fill. Too good to be true. So it's a super range. I know, but you know when gold ranges like this, when you have these tight ranges, even though it's been pushing up, when you get these tight ranges, you get a big breakout. So gold will have it might pull back to this range because it's been a solid area, but you do get these massive breakouts. That is I mean, maybe we're making a longer 4-hour bottom wick. Maybe we fill a bit more of this previous 4-hour low as well. This 4-hour bottom wick too. Oh, gold is bugging right now. Gold is bugging right now. My broker is twerking. What the hell is that? This is some weird price action right now. This is weird price action right now. It's like jerking up and down the candle. Wow. Yo, people pulling their hair right now. Only if you're trading that 1 minute time frame. Only if you're trading that 1 minute time frame. Gold looks like it's spazzing. What's up, Ash? What's good? What's good? What's good? A longer H4 bottom wick before the push up? Potentially. Potentially. Yeah, man. This has been a horrible morning for gold. Horrible morning. Horrible. It's just really horrible price action. Crazy wicks. Ugh. Very crazy wicks. I wasn't anticipating so much of a range during Asian session, but then looking back, if we had that high impact news and gold really pushed up and then we ranged at the highs, then I would understand getting more of a push during Asian. But for the fact that gold had that push and then retraced the whole move, I'm not surprised that Asian session ranged the way it did. I'm not surprised. But that was, yeah, man, horrible range, horrible range. And obviously we had the yen raise their interest rate, so maybe that had something to do with it. That was around 3 a.m, I believe. Where was that? Nah, that didn't impact. That one impacted gold. I really didn't want this 4-hour wick fill to be too quick, just because of the probability of a pullback when that happens. But it's Friday. It's Friday. We don't have any news today. But you never know what Trump might come out and say something. You never know what news might drop. You never know. You never know with these Friday markets. You could just get a push out of nowhere. Never know. So I'm ready for anything. I'm ready for anything. Would like to push up. Would like to push up. Asking nicely, gold. Come on. Give me that daily top wick fill. Daily top wick fill. Breaking news. White House press secretary. Wait, that's yesterday. Vote anonymously to rename. Yeah, that's bullshit. Breaking news. Why am I getting old tweets talking about breaking news? Let's see what news we have today. It's all about Japan. The Feds. Oh, the Fed's still talking out here. Okay. What are the Fed talking about? No wonder price is jerking. Fed Williams. The Fed is not doing quantitative easing right now with asset buying. Okay, I don't think this is anything crazy. With inflation above target, mildly restrictive monetary policy is helpful. That's nothing crazy. I don't like when the Feds are talking though. That's when the market really starts bouncing around. I mean, it's Friday, you know? Friday. Mondays and Fridays are like the easing off days. Market settling down into whatever. But this range is not nice. I'm not gonna lie. How big is this Asian range? It's not a very big Asian range today. 260 pips. In fact, the daily candle is not very big today. I just don't see gold's daily candle closing being as big as 260 pips, 250 pips. That's not a lot. That's nothing. So I think we get a push in either direction, whether it's buys or sells. We're not gonna have a 260 pip daily candle. Do you know what I mean? No way. You gotta go somewhere. I'm trying not to be married to my buys, but when you have the daily, the structure on the lower time frames pushing up, slowly pushing up back to Asian highs, have a very small daily top wick. Even if we don't fill yesterday's wick completely, fill yesterday's top wick, I think we retrace some of it. We push up for some of it because we have such a small daily top wick right now. Just a bit of a bigger top wick, you know? And then gold, you can do whatever you want after that. Just a little push. Just a little push. And then, you can come back down or whatever. Gold daily has a continuation pattern, but if it keeps struggling, we'll be surprised if gold sold, creating a continuation pattern for the weekly. Ooh, sells, you say? Sells, you say? I mean, the way this 4-hour time frame's looking, I wouldn't even be surprised. Look, we're making lower highs, but then we've got these equal lows. Let's see what the weekly's looking like. Oh, weekly continuation pattern. So we need some, like a little weak bearish candle body. I don't know. I like, well, yeah, this weekly candle's kind of weak as well, to be fair. Right? There's not much in it too. But we did break the previous weekly high, so I'm wondering if we push up some more. I'm from the London, London, London. London tan. Oh, gold is boring today, not gonna lie. Gold is boring. I thought the day after CPI, gold would be popping. I thought gold would be popping, you know? Give me a nice clean range to trade through. I mean, I do have a clean range to trade through up here, but we just can't get above the daily open, the daily flip. But I mean, if we sell, I think we sell down to Asian lows. Back down to Asian lows. If we're going to just play this Asian range, which gold really loves to do, you know. Alright, we'll see what the 230 candle does. See what the 230 candle does. Because we're holding above, so we're creating higher lows. We're holding above this support here now, so let's see if we're still making higher lows, or if we start breaking and then, you know, just blast through. It ain't leaving 43.26 to 43.30. Yeah, man, it's chilling in this range right now. It's really chilling. Let's see, we've retested this last support, you know. If we start pushing below, I think we get a bit more of a drop, to be honest, because, you know, maybe wick down into this support below. It's not off the table. Is this just a 4-hour bottom wick? Is this all the 4-hour bottom wick we're gonna get? GJ's messing about. Ooh. What was that? I didn't even know the Feds were still talking today. We've got some minor news. Revised consumer sentiment at 3. This used to be red folder. It used to be red folder. Orange folder now. $43.25 holding. Let's see. I don't want it to just hold. I want price to push up, you know. This can't be all of the 4-hour wick fill we're gonna get. You know, first 10 minutes of the candle, fill the wick, and then what, just drop? Is that it? That's all we get? Gotta give us a bit more than that. Just no poquito. Just a little bit more. Poquito más. Very chill day today though, man. No stress. Just been watching these candles slowly push up, slowly come back down. Shall we? When you see price action like this, there's no point trying to force any trades. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, when a trade opportunity appears, you'll see it. But trying to force a move in this price action with this range, nah. There's no point. If you wanted buys up to Asian highs, you would have needed to get a decent entry. Maybe even this, like a retest. These retests of this support, potentially, would have been good for the buys up. You know, we literally tapped into the daily flip and came right back down. So even there, but you've got a lot of noise to the left, so even the sells there would have been a bit tricky. But yeah, I wouldn't have forced these sells here. Not when there's a support right here. You'd be selling right into the support. Don't like doing that. The structure's still quite bullish on the lower time frames, but as long as we stay above 43, 25, 26, you know, when we start breaking lows, closing below, then we can start looking at more sells, I think. All right, now that bullish structure is still holding. What's that new 230 candle now? Where we going, gold? Where we going? Go somewhere, man. 1 hour candle does not look good. Look, we just got these long top wicks. Come on, fill this wick, break the high, and just push up. Please, asking nicely. But look. See what I mean? We're still respecting this bullish structure. Go on, fill the wick, break the high, let's go. Off we go. this keeps happening. Every candle as it opens, we get a strong push up, and then we retrace for the rest of the candle. The rest of the candle just pulls back nuts. Go on, Goldie. Off you go. Little pop. More of a pop. Bigger pop. Yo, my broker's way higher than this. It's at 34 already. Yo, I wonder. Trading views. Playing games. Oh, come on. We need a longer daily top wick. Come on. That's the idea for today. For this session. Create that daily top wick. Awanda's been getting on my nerves. It's too slow. It's so slow. So IC markets is actually a decent one. IC markets is actually decent. But I also heard that you get slower data feeds if you're on the free plan as well. So if you don't have a paid trading view, then you get slow prices, which I think is crazy. It's a crazy idea, but what can you do? Mine isn't free. I've got the paid one, but I think that's a bit fucked up. Ooh, damn. Okay, NAS. So forget breaking this low. So did say that this previous 4-hour candle needed a top wick. It had a very small one, but you know, spoke at the beginning of the stream about about NAS forming this uptrend structure on the 4-hour and closing above this resistance. But wow, what a push! What a push! Gold is ridiculous. Oh my god. This came up to equal highs and then dropped. Come on, gold. Don't do us like that. Alright, for me to get into any buys, I just need a closure above this. I have a paid subscription and it's still slow. People are getting a slower feed than that. Yeah. It's not always, for news. When it comes to news, it's very slow. Like the IC markets one, this is my actual broker, IC markets, and to be honest, I don't know why I don't use this. There was a reason. I might actually switch to using this. But yeah, this is much. It stays. It's in line with the actual thing. Look, you can see it here where the prices, they move differently. Look, you can see it. IC markets is definitely a better one, so I recommend, guys, IC markets on TradingView. Get the real feeds, the real prices. Well, it's closer to the real prices than Oanda, which is crazy because I swear FTMO bought Oanda. So does that mean that people that are trading through TradingView on FTMO are getting, they must be getting delayed prices, delayed feeds? Sounds a bit like manipulation. Sounds a little manipulation-y. Yeah, IC markets is way better. Way better. There's still a big fair value gap. Where is it? What price? I wanted a closure above this resistance, man. It's not going to give me that closure, is it? Ugh. Come on. 4356 to 4333. Oh, that's a big gap. After all that movement yesterday, gold is chilling. Don't sleep on gold, you know. This might be the candle that pops. Once we get above Asian highs, we have this clean range to the left. We have nothing slowing it down. Man, we could really pop. We could really pop. Like, look, 4 o'clock. This 4 o'clock candle, there was no news yesterday. And this candle is 300 and, call it 370 pips. No news, okay? This candle coming back down is 410 pips. No news. If we can come back through, if we get above here into this range, I think we get a huge pop again. I think we get a pop. Might not happen now. I mean, this move was what? At 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock? Random ass times in a day? Man. Gold closed his fair value gap from my experience. That's great. That's perfect. So we're already nearly there. 433, right? You said all the way up to 43, 56. That's great. That's great. Let's go, golds. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Let's go. Man, just keeps tapping into this resistance and daily flip. I don't enter unless there's a clear sign. For me, I need a closure above this resistance. So I still have at least 20 minutes, unfortunately. There we go. There we go, Goldie. We're above Asian highs now. Finally creating that longer top wick on the daily. If this daily flips now, well, the daily has flipped. Go on, give us a push, push, push. I love it. I love it. If it can hold, but again, we keep pushing up right at the beginning of these candles within the first 10 minutes, and then the rest of the candle we pull back, which is very annoying, very annoying. So maybe if the 15 can at least close above, that'll be, you know, the start. Bum, 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 bum. That's what I'm waiting. That's what I'm waiting for, I presume you're saying? That's what I'm waiting for. Here we go. Come on. Longer daily top wick. Let's go. Beautiful, man. Look, that 4-hour continuation pattern played out. Very nice. Very nice. It took its time. Well, I can't say it took its time. It's been like 40 minutes. But it's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking good. Oh, no, wrong chart. This one here. Let's go. What's that? I've noticed that NAS and gold kind of move in the same direction. They do. That's not the tab I chose. I'm trying to look at them both. I mean, they both have a continuation pattern. Well, we need gold to catch up right now, because gold's a bit behind right now. Gold's a bit behind. I mean, if you're saying that because NAS buys, gold might buy. Why do I have such a feeling about sells? What do you see while you're thinking sells? I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Friday sell-off. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, with gold recently, it's been retesting 4-hour levels and then reacting to it. So if we're taking that into consideration, we do have a 4-hour resistance right here. You have a 4-hour resistance right here. Right here. Do you know what I mean? But these ranges that gold's creating have been tighter and tighter, like smaller and smaller. That's it. So if we're playing, you know, 4-hour range to 4-hour range, we've already tapped lows. Now we're tapping, I guess, the closest resistance. If we break above here, then obviously we'll be looking at the next one up here. Seeing from previous Fridays, gold be selling in large drops. Gold does sell off on Fridays. Gold does. And it'll be a great place to sell off from. Like, we made a new high on the daily, but it's not really pushing, is it? I was anticipating more of a push, and it's just not pushing. And it doesn't look like we're gonna get the closure above just yet. So, oh look, 15-minute close right on Asian highs. Yeah, I think we get some sells too. It is looking quite sellish. I thought the next retest of Asian highs would actually break and push above, but no, it's not looking good. Look at this, man. And we've had the 4-hour continuation pattern play out quickly. Within the first hour of the new 4-hour candle, that usually means we're going to get a retracement, a big retracement. Even though technically I can see the daily continuation and price trying to retest the prior day's high, just thinking about the end of week closure, then price struggling at the 4-hour resistance. Exactly. Oh yeah, we're going down. We're going down. Back to Asian lows. Wouldn't be surprised if it fell to a higher time frame support to get more buyers for a push over all-time highs. I mean, I don't know, man. Look, gold is making lower highs on the 4-hour. You know what I mean? Once we didn't get that pop above Asian highs and we closed back below on the 15, I didn't like it. Ooh, you're selling. Remember Wednesday daily candle barely had a bottom wick too? Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Where is Wednesday? What's that price? 4,300. Yeah. You could come back down. It's only 240 pips. I mean, this daily candle is really small. It's a really small daily candle. It's a really small daily candle. That news coming up, I usually don't like the price action that comes from it. I know, right? You hate that news. You hate that news. So I hear you. Oh, let me get a bit closer. This price action is just blah. It's not very nice right now, is it? So look, we came back and retested this same support. But look, this 4 hours broken a high and a low. Maybe we get a bottom wick like these ones here. We get a longer 4 hour bottom wick down here. Retest this area. But you know what? Maybe this ain't a trading day. Maybe this just ain't a trading day. This price action is garbage. I'm actually sad I missed the GJ buys. That's what I'm actually sad about, because usually after yen interest rates, usually pound yen is just a straight buy. It's a straight buy. And I was talking about GJ being bullish after the interest rates on Thursday. And maybe this moved up because of the the difference between the yen and the pound interest rates. So it's always going to have, the pound is always going to be stronger than the yen. It's just due to the interest rates alone, the difference in the interest rates. So yeah, we got the dip back, and then this is really all the interest rates move. The yen weakening. This is all that right here. This is all that right here. This is still going crazy. So when I go back at the end of today now and I look at this price action, what am I going to say to myself? I could have got into a trade where there's going to be nowhere here where I could say I could have entered at X, Y, or Z. Nowhere. Friday markets, Mondays and Fridays. NAS is tearing. NAS is gone. NAS is gone. NAS is gone. No way. So if we call this the high right here after it pushed up, then this is the demand zone right here. I like to use like the wick lows after the zone. Unfortunately, it makes it a bit huge, but imagine, so we got the push up, the closure above eventually. So it actually did come back and tap this demand zone and then fly up. It's one for the journal, but it happened right before the 230 candle. I wouldn't have taken this anyway, because I don't like to get in on the 230 candle. The NYSE open candle is crazy volatile. Oh, gold pushing back up. Look at this price action, man. Gold is insane. Yeah, gold is just trying to range today. Gold is just moving 100 pips back and forth. It's horrible, horrible price action. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Look at this 5-minute candle, 150 pips. It's nuts, it's nuts. Yeah, I'm chilling, I'm chilling, I'm chilling. I still want a closure above. I still want a closure above. Alright, 3 minutes till news. Let's see what happened the last time this news came out. 21st of November. Numbers came out as expected. Nothing happened. Bit bearish as expected. 100 pips, 100 pip 30-minute candle, and then we had a push up at 4:30. I don't really expect this news to be high impact as well, because it's not going to affect anything, and we're already at the end of the year now. Or ranging. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. I think we just keep I don't know, man. I don't know what this news is gonna do. I don't feel like this news is gonna be super high impact, honestly. I really don't. We're still closing the range, in the Asian range. How the numbers come out? Bad numbers. Bad numbers. Bad numbers typically bullish for gold. You saying, guys, all-time highs? You saying all-time highs? Nah, gold ain't doing shit. Gold is chilling. Gold is chilling. Oh, you're gonna break? You're gonna break? Break it? Is it going to break? I mean, this 4-hour continuation pattern is still looking good. I'm not in a trade. Nah. I'm not in a trade. I'm chilling, man. I don't think I'm gonna get into a trade today. I don't think I'm gonna. It's not if the price action is like this. What I do want is I want a closure above Asian highs for me to get into anything, because I want to trade through this range to the left, because it's a clean range. I like trading through clean ranges, but every time we get here, it's the beginning of the candle, and then we push up, and then the rest of the candle is spent pushing back down. I need a closure above, and now I have to wait another 28 minutes for that to happen. I did think that after this previous candle pushed up and then sold the way it sold off, I thought that was it. The daily candle's not going to make more of a top wick, but I don't know what gold's trying to do. Like, it just keeps retesting 4-hour levels. Look, retested, came back, retested this 4-hour support, and it's held and then pushed back up. So I don't know if gold wants to come down some more now, because the second time, well, not even second, where did daily open? 1, 2, we've retested this support 3 times now. 3 4-hour candles have tapped into this support. Daily candle is still weak AF. So, and I expect a bigger body, so I can still see the buyers. If we hold at this resistance, I can still see the sells. You know, I can see both. It just ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? We've got 7 hours left in the day. And if gold wants to behave like yesterday, it didn't start popping until 4 o'clock. Like in an hour. So, you know. And price is struggling to close above Asian range. It is. Like, for me, a closure above, that would be my confirmation that price is going to continue up, and then I'll jump in there. But like I said, I need this 30-minute candle to close. So another 26 minutes. That first sell-off yesterday, that was quick. And then a quicker rejection. Man, if I've learned anything about trading this month, is get in, get out. Get in, get out. Because these pullbacks have been wicked. Like, these candles, like, driving down and then pushing back up, have been insane. Oh, gold, are we popping? I remember this one, the push up, came back down. Ugh. Nasty work, man, nasty work. If you're a scalper, you need to be in and out. You know what I mean? If you've got big targets and you can hold, then by all means hold. But look, man, these pullbacks have been nasty. There we go, Goldie. Come on, longer top wick. Let's go. Ignore these wicks to the left. Push. I don't know about that yet, Benny boy. I don't know about that yet. Would be nice. It closed above on that M1. I can't use the M1 time frame as a confirmation. Yeah, that M1, that 1 minute time frame can't be a confirmation for me. Nah, no trades today, man. No trades today. No, today's just been today we just been chilling. How you been, Smokey? How you been? This price action has been tough. It's been tough. Was waiting on these buyers and now it's finally popped. Finally popped. Finally. Shoot, who's I gonna message? Damn. I forgot. How about you? You catch anything? Been okay. First day back on the charts for a while. Nice. Up 1.3 on the day. Can't complain. Done for the year. Oh, nice, nice. Good job, man. Good job. Good job. But the question is, can gold close up? Close up here to further confirm the buys. And he said, not with this BS price action. And then look where we're pushing into. We're pushing into this 4-hour resistance again. This 4-hour resistance area. Which has been holding all week. It's been holding all week. We're moving. Daily continuation pattern. We had to get more of a top wick, man. We had to get more of a top wick. We needed more of a top wick, especially since we respected the previous low as well. You know what I mean? I like that it's happening towards the end of the day as well. I like that. I like that. I think January is going to be good for gold. Hey, speak it into existence, brother. Speak it into existence. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I want the whole year to be good for gold. How about that? But yeah, January is the start. For sure, for sure. I'll take it. Let's see. We needed that top wick, man. We needed that top wick. Even if that's all it gives us, we needed a longer top wick for gold. What's everything else doing? So NAS is still chilling now. Well, it's not still chilling, it's chilling now. GJ. Okay, 4 hour broke the low and the high. Had a feeling gold would push because NAS did. Yo, I'm gonna keep an eye on that, you know. I'm gonna keep an eye on that because that's a mad correlation. That's a mad correlation. That's a mad correlation. Do you know what I mean? If that's the case, then NAS moves before gold does. I'm gonna keep an eye on that still. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. I'm gonna keep an eye on it, see how it goes. Look, this 4-hour resistance area looks to be holding. NAS and gold correlation used to be my infinity glitch, money glitch back in the day. Oh, so it is correlated, yeah? I've just introduced NAS, so I don't really look at it like that. I've not really checked that out. But I like the idea of it, because obviously definitely saw it pushing, but it's been pushing since market open. And then, you know, gold is just now started to push. So in fact, gold came down first and then pushed. So yeah, that's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. It's interesting. You know what I mean? I like it. I like the idea of it. I wouldn't use it to, you know, have married my bias. But obviously they're both trading against USD, right? So it makes sense. What's dollar index doing? That's a point. This ain't telling me nothing. That's old as well. Let's see, 4-hour. So it's been coming down, but it's been quite bullish today. Said C. I like that phrase, a money glitch. I remember I thought that back in the day, yeah, when I first started trading, I took a course and the person said you can trade anything. All you have to do is see if what currency is weak, what currency is strong, or vice versa, and then, you know, look for the trend based on that. And it was, I want to say it was Australian, I think it was AU. So Australian dollar against the US dollar. Yeah, because it was an Australian pair. And what I noticed for about a week, I noticed that every time the market opened, it would push like 10-20 pips. Like every time, like it did that for about a week. I was like, okay, like that's it. That's my strategy right there. Every time the market opens, just hit buy, close 10-20 pips and done. And I remember the day it didn't work, and I was like, okay. I need more information than just a week's worth. Just a week's worth. Yeah. So yeah, when didn't stop doing shit like that. You get me? Oof, gold is pushing. The first day of the strat not working feels like the ultimate betrayal. Listen, I thought I found the golden goose. Lord. Yeah, let's see. Gotta wait for NAS. This is a myth now. This is a myth. This price action here, I can't find any supply demand zones. Gonna be a way away. Gotta wait for more structure. Pound yen. I mean, end of the day, Friday. I kind of still think that GJ pulls back some more, just to retrace some of this push up a bit. But obviously, fundamentally, it's still very, very bullish. And gold, as much as I wanted this push up, I don't think I want to take buys. I don't want to take buys at this resistance area. I really don't. And whenever you get this strong push away from the zone, you always get a pullback. Like it literally happened. Where did I say it happened earlier? It was here. Remember that here? Had a resistance here before that push up. You had this breakout candle, tapped into the daily flip, Asian highs, and then literally just pulled right back below. And it was looking like a fake out. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. So yeah, man, I'm gonna leave it here, guys. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna leave it here. Would need a clean break and retest for buys on gold. Facts. I would like a retest, you know, pull back, and then push up. I don't even trust a pullback though, because I think a pullback could lead to like some decent sells because it's at the 4-hour resistance. That's why I'm in two minds. So I'm gonna need a lot more information. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. And next week we'll get starting with the live stream stuff with the playbook. We'll work on the trade tracker. We'll work on the journaling. We'll do some strategies and back testing, you know, during the quiet times. So yeah, man, looking forward to it. So definitely be Monday, Tuesday, 22nd, 23rd. I'm not going to promise the 26th because, you know, day after Christmas, I don't want to commit to that. But 29th, 30th, and the 2nd. So those days, 100%. 100% those days. 100%. I don't know what order is going to be. What order it's going to be in yet. But yeah, I'll let you know beforehand though. Maybe with a thumbnail. Yeah. All right, guys. Peace out. Have a good Friday. Have a good weekend even, and be safe in these charts because this price action right here. This is slappable. Don't get slapped on a Friday, okay? Don't get slapped. Shade, good night. Good night. Be safe with them 1 minute candles, alright? Ash, Yeehaw, Benny, Rosie, Echo. I'll see you guys next week, man. I'll see you guys next week. Peace out. And everyone else in the chat that don't speak, peace out.